All right. FLOWERTRUCK is an indie rock band from Sydney, Australia.
Ooh. Already have.
Get ready to fight, boys. 0 out of 10.
You know, Trevor feels about Australians. New year, new beef. New year, same beef.
It'll never change. But yeah, I mean, just a 4-member band from Sydney, Australia, and they just released their debut LP album, Mostly Sunny, and
let's talk about it.
Let's talk to it.
So this FLOWERTRUCK album. Okay, I can't do this review without saying this straight up front. FLOWERTRUCK sounds like The Cure.
They sound exactly like The Cure.
They just sound like The Cure. And
show me how you do that.
And in all honesty, I fuck with The Cure.
I like The Cure.
I like this project.
Let's listen to The Cure over here.
I like this project, but in the end, it just doesn't build upon that style enough. It just sounds like The Cure. And I think majority of this album, it takes from this like 80s post-punk alternative rock sound, but doesn't really do anything with it. It doesn't do anything interesting with it. And one album I can compare it to that kind of did the opposite of that is Ott's last record, Room Inside the World, which I liked, you didn't care for, where they basically took inspiration from Joy Division and post-punk music from the 80s, 90s. But like I felt like they built upon it with like fantastic moany vocals that were super catchy and very good songwriting that intrigued me. Whereas this, it just takes from this like 80s alternative rock post-punk sound and just doesn't. It's pretty much the same track over and over again, I would say, or same style of track. Again, sounds like The Cure a lot. I enjoy a lot of these moments. I do think they're a lot of fun, but like they don't do anything for me past that. I think there are some very fantastic moments on this album. New is the saddest word. Falling away, falling asleep, rain, Komichi on you, Komichi on me. Is that how the lyrics goes? Because something like that.
Yeah.
But those were the tracks I personally enjoyed because I just thought they were a lot of fun. But they didn't really have much depth to them besides their catchiness and their retro 80s sound that I enjoy so much. But tracks like Dying to Hear and Comfort, which both come after like halfway point, I just don't. They just kind of sound like similar tracks. They kind of run the same boat, same layout. They're not terrible. They just run a lot of the same ideas. The songwriting on this project's about cut and paste. It's about the same. The only difference is the catchiness of the lyrics. There's not too much depth to it. There's not too much depth to the production. I feel like I'm listening to a lot of production over and over, a lot of the same chords, a lot of the same styles. I do appreciate the catchiness, do appreciate the performances, but there's just not a lot being offered here. I do enjoy what I'm hearing, but I just wanted more lyricism that like where it was able to grip me, more songs that sounded different, some more emotional highs and lows that are put throughout, because this is a nice little compilation of tracks. It's like half an hour long, half an hour and some change long, and I thought it was a fun listen. I'm going to return to moments on this, but like in the end I don't think there's too much here in the end. That's all I got to really say.
Nice. Personally, I just thought there was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with FLOWERTRUCK. Tracks like Enough for Now, Falling Away, New is the Saddest Word, Dying to Hear. I enjoyed all of those tracks. I mean, really, the only one I don't think that I truly enjoyed was All My Girlfriends Are Zeppelins. I didn't really like that one. Otherwise, though, everything sounded good. Everything sounded decent production, pretty good vocal work. Well, good job, Cure.
Good job, Cure.
Otherwise, I feel like this is very much so like a Cure kind of tribute album, or very much so inspired by the Cure, but also in a way it reminded me of Car Seat Headrest with not as good songwriting.
I could see that, but it's too much. Like you listen to this and you get an 80s vibe to it. When I listen to Car Seat Headrest, I don't get an 80s vibe. I get like 2000s like alternative rock vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get like a 90s 2000s vibe, but no, I still really enjoyed FLOWERTRUCK's album, even if some of the songs kind of sound the same, even if some of the stuff is a little cut and paste as
Yeah.
far as writing goes and chords go. But also, I feel like I should probably cut them a break because it's their first album. And I'm really excited to see like what they would do in the future if they're producing, because I think this is pretty good caliber of music, especially for like a first album.
Yeah.
There aren't a whole lot of first albums that are like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, but
You know?
we still gotta review them accordingly.
No, I know. I enjoyed this album, and I had a fun little listen through it.
I think the mistakes that they make on this project are kind of big, but in the end they're kind of harmless, if that makes sense. I think the score I'm going to give this is... I think some people review it's like kind of harsh, but like I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I enjoy it. I think it's a good little album, but like I don't think there's that much to it. And I think they just need different production, different lyricism to get it through. They have elements that they can use to their full benefit. I think again the catchiness. I think some of the production, if it was beefed up a little bit more, would be fun. But in the end, I just filmed 6. I'm gonna return to parts. I do like Filing Away. I do like Komichi. I like Rain. I like New is the Saddest Word.
I kind of building off of that. Yeah, that there were mistakes made on here. And while you said they are big.
Because
I think more of what I would say is it's big picture mistakes. So they're harmless. I would agree with that. But like I think big mistake would be like just skipping around styles all over the place with no rhyme or reason. A big picture mistake I would say is like, oh, the lyricism isn't that great. But I think it's like easily fixed. You know, these are big picture mistakes. Of things that maybe that just weren't super strong for them, but I think that with like a little work and a little bit of tweaking on their part, then this could go off without a hitch next time, and it could create something like really cool. Overall, I think I'm gonna give it a 6.75 309.
Is that actually what you're gonna give it? If you don't give it that, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I'm actually going to do it.
Okay. But yeah, this like just beef up everything a little bit. I think you need to beef up your lyricism, beef up your production. There just needs to be differentiation in between tracks, so you don't feel like you're listening the same way through. Because halfway through, you do get kind of slump until you get to Komichi.
Konnichiwa.
Komichi with you. Komichi with me.